Hello, Mr. Dowse here, and I'm going to show you how to complete Task 17, the infamous Task 17 that caught so many of you out and so many of you struggled with. I'd just like to, before I get started, say a real big thanks to all of you that tried hard with your 17, sent me emails when you were getting close. There were so many people that were really close to getting it right, and it was a little bit hard to explain to people exactly what they were doing wrong, which is why I've started to create these series of videos to help you out a little bit more, because I feel that we need to start to understand how to correct our errors. So first thing is number equals 23. So I've set the number that we're going to try and guess at. Now here I've jumped forward a little bit on something that we've been doing before. So I'm just going to change this slightly, because at the minute here I'm saying guess is equal to the int of the input. Please enter a number between 1 and 100. And I've opened one quote bracket, I've opened a second bracket, and then I've closed both brackets. Now those of you that got to grips with casting strings into integers might already understand this and say, oh, I see, sir. So as you're taking in the input, you're then automatically converting that into an integer, and then you're storing it in guess. And that's absolutely right. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm doing all the things in one line of code. However, if you don't fully understand that, let's break this down just a little bit, and let's do it one step at a time. So the first thing we need to do is get the input from the user. There we go. And what we should know now, having looked at the other solutions, is that this value that's stored in guess will be stored as a string, and we need to make it an integer. So what I can do as a separate line of code, if I want, is I can say guess is equal to the int, so the integer value of whatever is currently stored in guess, which, as we know from here, is a string. So if I typed in, for example, 23, it would go in like that as a string, and if I converted it, the integer value of 23 into the string value of 23 into an integer and stored it back, it would be stored like that. So there's two ways of doing it. We can do it as two separate lines of code. Guess equals input, please enter a number. Guess equals int guess. So I'm taking it as a string, I'm converting it into an integer. Or if you're feeling a little bit more confident, you can do it this way. You can say guess is equal to the int. Just take that out a bit. Guess is equal to the int, and then this bracket and this bracket are what's going to become an integer. But then within that bracket, think a bit of as BIDMAS, you are going to work from the inner side out. Well, you're going to take an input from the user, a number between 1 and 100. Whatever that number is then going to be converted into an integer, work on the brackets outwards, and that value is going to be stored back into guess. So we can do it this way with two lines of code, or we can do it this way with one line of code. The only thing we've got to be careful of, if we do it this way, is that we make sure, because we've opened 1, 2 brackets, that we close 1, 2 brackets. So I've now got guess stored as an integer. And if my guess is equal to my number, bear in mind that number is equal to 23, so if my guess, whatever's stored in guess, is equal to whatever's stored in number, print, you are correct, well done. If that isn't true, then it's going to go down and it's going to check this. So was my guess greater than whatever's stored in number? Well, if that's true, well, my guess had to be too high. So it prints out your guess is too high. And if I wasn't correct, and if it wasn't too high, well then here I've got elif guess is less than number, and it prints out your guess was too low. But this is actually not 100% necessary, is it? Because if it wasn't equal to and it wasn't greater than, it can only possibly be less than. So just here I can actually get rid of that and just type in else. So it will do this. If this isn't true, it'll do that. If that isn't true either, it'll do this. Let's run it, let's prove it, and let's get task 17 done. So please enter a number between 1 and 100. 23. Yay, got it right. Look at that. What are the odds? Try it again. This time I'm going to go 56. I'm too high. And finally, I'm going to say, whoops, 12. And that was too low. So here's the code. That's all it was. Okay, and here's the output, and that's task 17 done. Thanks for watching.